Well, one thing I know that you love is when I talk about Neo, and that's what we're going to do today again. So, we're going to be talking about Neo just released their July delivery update, and as you see, the stock rallied nearly 14% today. So, a massive bump brings the stock up to 1360 again. Pretty high levels, not at the highs they were at. They reached upwards of 1644. So we'll delve into that, bring us to a market cap around 16 billion. We'll delve into this and just take a look at the stock and see what it's worth here. So looking right into the July update, I can't tell you I'm not extremely impressed with this update. It is just a beautiful update. Beautiful, beautiful performance. Delivered 3,500 vehicles in July 2020, increasing 322% year over year. Now that is what I would call massive growth. I don't think there's any denying how massive that growth is. 322%, you're talking about pure moolah. So when you talk about the quarter just ended, or they will be releasing quarterly results here in August, I believe, on the 11th. So this is what I call just crazy good stuff, because this means revenue is likely going to jump by a similar percentage, which, I mean, that's incredible revenue growth, and that's where you really want to see out of a growth stock. That's what you want to see. So overall for 2020, they've delivered 17,700 vehicles, which is an increase of 111%. So doubled the vehicles year over year right now. Did I mention this year we were in the middle of a pandemic? I don't know if I mentioned that, but let's mention it. So they doubled vehicle delivery in the middle of a pandemic. Very, very impressive. And again, it's off a smaller amount of vehicles, so you can make that argument, and I understand that argument. But regardless of the size of the company, doubling your vehicles is just a beautiful accomplishment. It's a beautiful accomplishment, and especially year over year, 322% growth is crazy. Cumulative deliveries now totals 49,000 vehicles for this company delivered, which is nice. Not just sold, this is delivered. So these are the ones that have actually gone through the purchase and received the vehicle. Pretty nice to see that user base growing. So as far as what it consisted of, there were 2,600 ES6s, the 5-seater for the company, and 923 ES8s. It's good to see the ES8s grow in terms of that. They were dying down quite a bit, but the all-new ES8 is selling a little bit better than the old one, so it's good that they re-released it. Now, what I need to mention here, obviously, is the EC6. So on July 24th, NIO announced the pre-subsidy price of the EC6 starting at 306 RMB and began taking production orders for the 5-seater premium smart electric coupe SUV. Its NEDC range is up to 615 kilometers, which is massive, with a 100 kilowatt battery pack. Excellent driving experience, sporty and stylish design. It is a good-looking vehicle. Presents a highly competitive model for a younger and broader user base. Really, they are really nice vehicles, and the deliveries will commence in September of this year. Are you kidding me? This is the bullish thesis for this stock. This new vehicle, I think it's going to be a very good addition. Obviously, I think the ES8s are going to kind of get smashed because of this, and the ES6s probably going to see a little bit of a side seat as well, because this EC6, I think, is just a better model in general than the ES6 even. So a little more expensive, but I do think overall this is a better vehicle for them. So it's going to be exciting to see that in September, what those numbers look like. So, definitely, they mentioned here in terms of supply chain issues from the CEO. A lot going on right now during this month, and they're very proud to do what they did. So it's a very good performance. And even if you compare it to last month's, they delivered 3,700 vehicles. But this 3,500 vehicle delivery is the second highest month they've ever had, compared to July, in which they delivered really a similar percentage here, but only saw a 179% growth year over year as far as deliveries are concerned, which is, interesting to see how their July was a little bit weaker. No doubt about it. In July, they sold more ES6s, but really similar percentage in terms of what they did for ES6s and ES8s. So ES8s sold a little bit more whereas you sold a little bit higher percentage of ES6s in July. So, I mean, looking at the stock, a $16 billion market cap, definitely there are concerns with valuation. And if you don't know, I did sell off a majority of my position around the $14 range. So, a little bit over $14, $14.50 around there. I sold off the vast majority of my position, around 75% of it, during that time. Now, that is because it's not that I don't believe in this company, right? I really do. This company's got a lot going for it, and it still does. And I think there's a lot of room to even rise from here. But I want to mention that I am a value investor for the most part. I look for good values, and if I think the value, the risk to reward relationship isn't quite favorable, I tend to jump out and I take profit. So this is a stock with a 52-week low of $1.19, which is obviously was never fair. But I was up 600, 700% on this stock, so I decided to sell out because I was pretty happy with what I had gained. The $1,000-something that I had gained from this stock, I was good with it. And I do want to buy back in. I really do. But at these values, I currently don't like the valuation that much. But I do see this stock as being on just a complete railroad path to success. And if you're still invested in it, I think you're doing pretty well for yourself, and you're going to enjoy this. I still have a small share of this position, so I didn't cut it completely for that exact reason, because I still believe in this stock very long term. I just wanted to sell off, then add some more later on when it fell. But really, this thing hasn't fallen all that much. Very good performance over the last month in this stock. The lowest it reached was really $11. So I haven't had that opportunity. I want to buy this thing around the $7 range if I could. I don't think we'll get there unless the market takes a major downturn, but I will say I'm really excited for what's coming for this company. So I hope you enjoyed this.